Boo! Boo! Gotta boo Roger Goodell. That's the tradition.
Yay,
Why did
Travis Kelsey.
why you yaying Travis
Yay.
Kelce?
I'm just cheering for the people coming on stage.
You didn't say nothing about Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes sober this time.
What?
You know he was drunk at the parade.
Oh, everybody's drunk.
Yeah, everybody drunk at the parade. You know he was so drunk he handed the trophy to a fan and just walked off. Bryce Young, we knew that was coming. Ain't no surprise to nobody. We knew Bryce Young was going first overall. Let Nick Saban there. CJ, we knew that was coming.
That was obvious.
What you think they gonna finna go with Davis Mills as their quarterback? You know, just because he got a big neck, don't mean he a good quarterback.
Alert.
Who got traded? Texas gonna have 2 picks.
They're going twice in a row.
What? Hold on. So they traded. So they gonna have the second and the third pick. Oh man, they finna get C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson. This crazy. Nick Saban sitting right there beside him for no reason. So they end up getting C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson. Meanwhile, Nick Saban walking around here with the freshest coat I've ever seen. I got to get this coat. But Nick Saban finna be walking around a whole bunch tonight. I mean, the thing is that they needed to make a move as far as the defensive side of the ball because it's been a long time since they had Whitney Merciless and J.J. Watt. So they've been having trouble getting to the quarterback for a minute. This is going to be a good move for them. Why'd they go for a quarterback? Will Levis. They got Anthony Richardson. What in the world? No, they didn't. So the crazy thing is that this kid, he's a dual threat. It's crazy. And he could do all kind of cartwheels and backflips. Not as good as me, but he could do cartwheels and backflips. Look, he going to have a good time with Michael Pittman. I'm finna tell you something. That's a really good pick for the Colts. They ain't got to worry about getting no more of the veteran quarterbacks. I'm sorry, Matt Ryan. They going in the right direction. What in the world, Bo? They got to go defense. Oh, they got Devin Witherspoon. Okay, then. So they got to shore up that secondary. I thought for sure they were finna go for Jalen Carter. Now, this is going to be interesting because if Jalen Carter falls to the Falcons, it's going to be crazy. But Seattle Seahawks, Devin Witherspoon, that could be Richard Sherman 2.0 all day. Arizona moved up 6.
They just traded with the Lions?
Yeah. So the Cardinals are messed around and traded with Detroit. Now, like I said earlier, the Cardinals need to continue to try to build that defense up, but they could use some help at that offensive line. These trades are crazy. What in the world? So they traded the 12th overall pick and the second overall, or the second round pick from this year so they can move up to number 6. I don't know what they're going to do. They did take the offensive lineman. Wow. So while Kyler Murray is running around crazy like a cardinal with his head cut off, he's going to have somebody to block for him. That's a good pick for him, though, because I thought Peter Skoronski was going to be the first overall pick, but this Paris Johnson dude, this dude is nasty. Like he eat pecans without shelling them kind of nasty. This dude is nasty. Raiders need everything. Oh, wow. So they went and got Tyree Wilson. Okay. So they're gonna be getting some help on that defensive front. And this guy right here, he's a people mover. The Atlanta Falcons got Bijan Robinson. Oh, sucker buckle. We finna be running that thing all over them. Jalen Carter. So now they got Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis. Eagles going back to the Super Bowl. Easy. Peter Skronsky. Darnell Wright. Okay. So they're still getting an offensive lineman, somebody that can they take care of Justin Fields. It's just a process for the Bears right now. But Darnell Wright, really good tackle down there in Tennessee. He played in the SEC. That's the best brand of football to play, bro. Tennessee got Peter Skronsky. That makes sense. They're going to be running that zone run blocking scheme. We don't know who they're going to be blocking for because we don't know if Derrick Henry's still going to be there by the end of this draft because I'm hearing about trade rumors, but you got a legit guy because he can play guard and he can play tackle. Some people say he got short arms, but a dog is a dog, right? A dog is a dog. Great pick for Tennessee. He should have went in the top 10. What? Detroit got Jahmyr Gibbs this early in the draft? Wow. He was projected to go in the second round. Some people say he's the best running back in the draft. Jahmyr Gibbs is Alvin Kamara 2.0. Detroit Lions, they building a legit team. They ain't going to be the team everybody just run over no more. This ain't your daddy Detroit Lions. They gotta steal. Wow. A lot of people were kind of worried about where he was going to go. But because people said that he wasn't a starter.
Everybody want to jump in that boy's shot like they don't want the cameras on him.
He looks like a Packer. I mean, let's be honest. He looks like he's a Green Bay Packer. Really good pass rusher. A lot of people say he wasn't a starter. It's not that he wasn't a starter. They just moved him all over the place. But very, very good technical pass rusher. Oh, got that tackle out of Georgia. Go Dogs. One thing about the Pittsburgh Steelers, they love some Georgia Bulldogs. But look how sitting that cheese. I see you, boy. Will McDonald. Oh, man. They got a linebacker. Solidify the middle of that defense. Okay. Will McDonald before. Jets making some real good moves.
The kid did a good job.
He did a great job. Shouts out to him. Will McDonald, look, they already got Aaron Rodgers out there. Now they're trying to solidify the defensive side of the ball. Jets might make the playoffs this year. Oh, man, they got a cornerback from Mississippi State, Emmanuel Forbes. They need some help in the secondary because they were kind of trying to figure out what they're going to do with Montez Sweat and your Chase Youngs and that defensive line. But for the most part, the defensive line has been kept intact. Might as well help him out on the back end. The only thing I'm worried about with him, he kind of skinny. He's like 160, 170 pounds, somewhere around there. You come to the NFL. So, look, young man, you might want to eat some more potatoes and cornbread because that's a whole lot of hitting you're going to be doing out there, Bo. They got Christian Gonzalez. The Patriots got Christian Gonzalez? That's a good move for them. I mean, he's going to be their cornerback one off the top. But the question is like, what are they going to do up front? So it's on the whole other side of the spectrum. I'm surprised that he fell that far. But, yeah, that's a good pick. That is a Bill Belichick-esque pick. Shouts out to Chris. Wow, Detroit got Jack Campbell. Man, that's the best coverage linebacker in this draft. I knew he was going to go somewhere in the middle of the first round. Some people say he would fall to the second, but heck of a pick for Detroit, man. Kalijah Kancey. I knew they were going to go Kalijah Kancey. I figured they were going to go for Kalijah Kancey. Why? Well, I know. So last year, after Ndamukong Suh left, Like there was a hole that was left there for the Buccaneers, and I mean, look, we understand that Tom Brady's gone and everything, but they won that Super Bowl off the back of their defense. So Kalijah Kancey, oh my goodness. They sit here comparing this kid to Aaron Donald right now. That's not something that I want to see for a team that's in my division. Kalijah Kancey, he's an athletic freak. And whenever I say freak, I mean athletic freak. I ain't talking about Joe to see, I want to freak you. He's a freak, Bo. What in the world? Wow. The Seattle Seahawks got Jackson, Smith, and Jigba. So they got somebody to pair with DK Metcalf. Those are two big body wide receivers. Going with Geno Smith. That's a great pick. That's a great pick. Wow. So now Quentin Johnson is going to the Chargers. So it sounds like it's going to start to be a run on wide receivers because Smith Jigba, he just went. So now the Chargers going to have Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, and Quentin Johnson out of TCU. They're trying to give Justin Herbert his weapons. Zay Flowers, wow, so they got another wide receiver. It's a run on wide receivers. They got another wide receiver to go with OBJ and Rashad Bateman. Baltimore, you got another wide receiver. I was Baltimore, you got another wide receiver. Okay, so once again, like I said, so this is crazy because they got Jordan Addison out of USC predominantly because um Adam Thielen went to the Panthers. So they got to make sure that they keep somebody to pair with Justin Jefferson. Jordan Addison, that's definitely a good pick. Okay, Deonte Banks. So the Giants traded with the Jaguars to get Deonte Banks. I didn't see this move happening. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'm surprised. I feel like they could have got somebody else. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. I feel like he had a second round grade, but coach might have seen something in him that he legit like. I know that they say he runs like a 4.4, 4.3 40, so you can pick him up and put him down. The question is, how good is he with that change of direction? Now, listen, we might look back at this 4, 5 years from now, and he got 3 Pro Bowls. Ain't no telling. Wow. So they got the top rated tight end in this draft. So the Buffalo Bills got Dalton Kincaid. He's a tight end out of Utah. We know what they done with Stephon Diggs and um, um, all these other guys that they have on the team. Last year they took James Cook, but Dalton Kincaid, you give Josh Allen Dalton Kincaid, took this whole offense to another level, Bo. So the Dallas Cowboys took Mazi Smith, the defensive tackle out of Michigan. He wild at the combine because they said he was like the strongest guy there. They said he bench pressed 225 pounds like 225 times. It wasn't 225 times, but you get my drift. They said he was throwing that thing up there, Bo. And see, you see him posing, with his arms crossed, no shirt on. That boy 323, he don't look like it. He look like he a good 250. That boy cut up and lean, Bo. Yeah, he's grown. Country's grown. Wow. So Jacksonville got Anton Harrison. Man, so they're continuing to build their offense in Jacksonville. They got Trevor Lawrence, then they turned around and got Travis Etienne. They loaded up last year in free agency, and they got all those boys, the wide receivers. They got the Marvin Joneses and they got Christian Kirk. Now They got an offensive tackle that can come in. He's a plug-and-play guy. He's a plug-and-play guy. It's just going to take that offense to the next level. I ain't even mad at it. Wow. Myles Murphy, defensive end, going to the Bengals. Wow, so he's going from a Clemson Tiger to a Cincinnati Bengal. Crazy thing is that before the draft started, well, at the beginning of the whole, scouting process and everything, some people considered Myles Murphy a top 10 prospect, and he kind of started free falling. He done fell all the way down to 28, but I ain't even mad at it. Hopefully he finds success in the NFL. Oh, shoot. Okay, so it's the Saints pick. Boo! Boo! They got Bryan Bresee. The Saints got Bryan Bresee. Okay. They need to They need to replace all them guys that they lost. A lot of them came to the Falcons, so they had to go ahead and try to replace them with Bryan Bresee. So Bryan Bresee, I'm sorry. I'm sure you're a good young man, but I can't rock with you like that because I don't fool with them Saints, Bo. Rise up. You already know what time it is. Oh, dude, perfect.
Shout out to the YouTubers.
Shout out to the YouTubers. Shout out to Dude Perfect.
All you have to do is flip it, and it takes the decision out of your hands. All right, let's play it.
The Philadelphia Eagles select Nolan Smith.
Wow. Philadelphia got Nolan Smith too? So they got Jordan Davis, they got Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter, along with Nakobe Dean. They basically got the Georgia Bulldogs for the last 2 championships. That is ridiculous. What are the Eagles? What in the world, Bo? Wow. That's going to be tough to beat. Okay, Clark Hunt. This isn't a pep rally. Just make the pick, Bo. Thank you. Wow. Okay. How they get fireworks? What in the world?
This is so dramatic. This is the most dramatic 31st pick ever.
So, the Kansas City Chiefs got the defensive end out of Kansas State, Felix Anaduke Uzama, and look, they needed somebody to come in and help rush the passer. They're trying to make another run at the Super Bowl, and they got the hometown kid. I ain't mad at it. Touche, Kansas City. Look, that's the end of the first round. I appreciate y'all for sitting in with me and chopping it up with us. Good luck to everybody's teams moving forward, Bo. What in the world?